Hello, Virgo, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. This is your August Horoscope from me, Kim, at Expressions of the Universe. We have a full moon in Aquarius on August 3rd at 11 degrees. That's all about figuring out our integrity, what isn't working in our lives, what doesn't feel authentic. It's got to go. We have the new moon in Leo on August 18th. That will be at 26 degrees. We are making a huge decision from our hearts. So that is what the focus is on. And what's interesting, for the entire month, every sign is sticking straight across the board to one house. For the Virgos, it's the 5th house. So that is love, joy, pleasure, our children, or children in general. And it's really opening up to creativity. So Virgos, you have to get, that was a bone that just fell on the floor from the dog. Virgos, you have to get your little feet unstuck from the mud and start putting some of that Mars and Aries fire under your butt and get creative, get moving and grooving. Speaking of Mars, it is stirring up a lot of anger in a lot of us. But this entire month, we are figuring out what doesn't work. What is making us angry? Who is not in alignment with us, because they have got to go. Those situations have got to go. And that is what we're figuring out. We're figuring out what is best and highest for our own personal integrity. So I'm pulling from the black bag this month for everybody. And your key word for the month is, this is crazy, because I've been stirring this the whole time, but Leo got the same. It's humor. And I think that's going to be the theme for a lot of us. We have got to find the ridiculousness, the humor in all of this chaos that we are going through. It is essential to helping us get through all of these ups and downs that are going to be occurring for the next year. We are on a big roller coaster. So find the humor. That is definitely what the 5th house is also about, finding that humor. And that's interesting, because I really was churning up those cards the whole time I was speaking. So yes, find the funniness in all of our chaos and our stress. And yeah, that's about it. So let's see, your animal totem card for the month of August. It's beautiful. It is koi fish spirit. I love that, Virgos. That is beautiful, and that's definitely a sign of luck. And it says there's always enough. So that is a really good reminder for all of us Virgo sun signs, rising signs, and moons, and anybody else watching this. There is always enough. When we live in a place where we know that there's always enough to go around, we don't have to fight and argue with anyone for space, for money, for anything. When we live from a place that we know that whatever is meant for us will come to us, we actually open up to more coming to us. It's part of the law of attraction. And so I love this. It's a great reminder, because I do feel that we are possibly going to have some financial crisis in the world. I'm working on that video to record after I get these Horoscopes out. So we have to not come from a place of fear, so that we continue to attract. Now, with your focus being on the 5th house, this is about creating the life that you are dreaming of. This is about creating the life you want. We're all really thinking about that, because what we're dreaming for right now in the month of August is what we're going to attract. So you may be working somewhere or not, or whatever, but you have a vision. Like, what is your passion? So that's 5th house also, our passion. and just dream big on that. You know, we're coming off of that new moon, that second new moon in Cancer, where I told all of you to dream big, dream ridiculously, because we're going to attract that. And I'm proof of that, how things have been unfolding for me personally. So your crystal card for August, and I love this, it's Moonstone, and it does speak about cycles. So whenever this comes up, I think of 13 cycles. What you're manifesting now, it will, things are manifesting super quick. So 13 days, 13 weeks, but typically this is 13 months, 13 moon cycles. Your life will look completely different 1 year from now, guaranteed. However, when we stay in that place of there's always enough, things are just manifesting so super quickly. This also speaks to me about the emotions, and when we hold the vibration of the things that we want in our emotions, and we feel how it would be to live that dream when we actually, so we're not so much thinking of the dream. You know, you think of, okay, this is how I envision my life, but try and feel it within your being. That is how we manifest. So, cycles, Moonstone. This also says to me that the moon will play a huge part in your manifestation and your life for this month. So that full moon on August 3rd, the new moon on August 18th, be mindful of that. Your Angels and Ancestors card, oh, I love this. Love it. It's the bee, and you know, many of you know I have a bumblebee tattoo here, but it says summer. So this is saying carpe diem, seize the day. For those of you in the northern hemisphere, it is summer. Those of you in the southern hemisphere, your manifestations are coming in a few months in summer. But my northern hemisphere friends, this is carpe diem, seize the day right now. Take advantage of this summer to put your dreams into action. And let me just slip on the little spectacles for a second. It says bask in joy and light, and that is definitely what the fifth house is all about. I want you to stop and smell the roses, bask in that joy and that sunlight, take advantage and find something beautiful in every day. I love this card for the Virgos because I feel like a lot of Virgos are really in a funk right now. I think that pretty much the entire world is in a funk. So let me lay out the cards. I've pre-shuffled. All right, so we have Pluto, transformations. We're all going through big transformations. Uranus, your creative genius is coming out. Capricorn, I use, so work and stature. And Aquarius, I know. So that's also innovative ideas. So this is good. Let's see. Now we have fourth house, home and family. We have the seventh house, love, relationships, and our relationships in general. We have the third house of communication, and we have Leo, which is the opposite of the Aquarius. So let's see. All right, so what is on the forefront for the Leo sun signs, rising signs, and moons? Pluto, and Pluto transformation and the fourth house. This is about transforming your home, whether this is moving or just revamping or even cleaning. If there are Virgos out there that are in a funk, I would say that maybe you have gotten a little complacent. I have a lot of Virgo in my chart, and my house can be immaculate one day and a total wreck the next, because I've got art projects everywhere and cards and everything. So right now things are a little chaotic here, but they'll look completely different come tomorrow morning. So this is about taking care of things in the home, transforming things of the home. I also am hearing for Virgos, make sure your smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors have batteries in them. Test them out, because whenever I see Pluto on top of a home, a house card, that transformation, and we are in the sign of Leo, which is fire, so just be cautious. Fire extinguishers, if they are outdated, you may want to replace them. So just saying. Now the underlying situation, 7th house relationships versus our creative genius. But this is also changes. Uranus will go retrograde this month. We'll join the pack of those retrograded outer planets. This is changes coming in relationships. New relationships coming in, old outworn relationships leaving. That could also be part of the transformation for some of you with the home situation. Relationships could be breaking up. Someone could be leaving the home. Now, of course, this is not for all Virgo sun signs, rising signs, and moons. Some things will resonate with you, some things will not. But this is just what's coming up for right now. Also leaving the situation or the cause of this transformation and breaking up of, it's lack of communication, but also, the stellium of planets in Capricorn that are all retrograde has us all rethinking what it is that we truly want out of this life. And we're going through a lot of that. We're making big decisions. We're making big changes. Not everybody's going to be aligning any longer. People and situations that we relied on for a very long time, we're coming into a new belief or a new feeling of them. And I feel as though we will be exiting from situations and relationships. Now, finally, we have Aquarius, I know, and Leo. So this is talking to me about the full moon in Aquarius on August 3rd. I think that we will be really making some solid decisions come that time. In between that and the Lionsgate portal on August 8th. There's going to be pivotal moments coming after that time, and it's like an epiphany, a light bulb goes off, and you just have a sense of knowing what it is that you've got to do, who's no longer serving, and what you need to move away from. All right. And then your tarot cards. Money's coming. Money's coming. Hard work. All right. Okay. So this is interesting. We have Ace of Pentacles coming in. This is the beginning of a new job venture, new business opportunity, a new flow of money coming in. This is going great with your koi fish animal totem. There is always enough. This is really talking about, if you could see the symbolism, offering from the universe. It's saying there's money here waiting for you, and we're waiting for you to get into alignment with it. So you have to realize that there is always enough, and the universe will provide. I'm a believer in that. I don't worry so much about those things, and then things flow. Also too, so here we have the Knight of Pentacles coming in also. This is someone else coming in, so this is like another opportunity. You get in the right mind, the right frame of mind and feeling of emotion, and the money will start flowing. I think that's a big thing for the Virgos, Virgo sun signs, rising signs, and moons. It is about having enough. I think that koi fish was perfect. And obviously with these cards, it's showing up. Now, this is the card, the Ten of Wands, of hard work, hard labor, but this is leaving. Things are going to start becoming easier when you are realizing your dreams. You won't have to work so hard. You'll be able to capitalize and get a good cash flow without having to work so hard. We're laying down that heavy load. I'm going to have to think about that because, you know, I always have so many irons in the fire. Now, what's interesting, I'm bringing these back up. The Aquarius, I know, and that Leo. So that full moon, the Devil card is coming up. So hopefully if you, this is not a religious thing. The Devil, he speaks about temptation. He speaks about overindulgence of all types, whether, you know, too much of a good thing is not a good thing. Whether you're exercising too much or you're not getting enough. Whether you're overeating, overindulging, over anything, not good. So definitely there is caution there. And I'm thinking it's probably going to be more towards the end of the month, even though it's on top of the Leo and Aquarius card. It's almost as if a lot of Virgos, now we're in August, start to say, it's my birthday month, and you start celebrating. Just be cautious, especially around this full moon, and that's what I'm seeing here. I don't feel like this is a dangerous full moon that's coming in. However, full moons make us a little crazy, and we do things. So no drinking and driving. Be just really careful. That's what that is saying to me. And you've got a lot on your plate, Virgos. That is all I have for you for this month. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends. Comment me, let me know. Give me some thumbs up. And be sure to check me out at expressionsoftheuniverse.com on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and YouTube. Thank you, Virgos, and happy birthday to the August Virgos. The Little Virgins, as coined by Melanie Kronk. So, who, I believe, is a Virgo. So, anyway, thank you, and I'll see you in September.